And there we go. How is everybody? Okay, I can't hear anybody. What's my problem? Can you hear me? Raise your hand.
Robin.
Yeah, there we go.
Good. Okay. Hello. Welcome. I'm going to try and draw on my board here. Give me some wins. Anybody have some wins? What are the wins? Anybody? Come on. Anybody have a win? Kim's great. She said, come on, somebody's got to have some wins. Every day's a win. Kim says she got a new person on her live yesterday. Good job. I'm not on Facebook. I don't have Facebook up here. I'm sorry. I should probably plug it in on my thing. Kaylee, you chime in if there's somebody on Facebook. How's that?
That's good. I'm pulling it up right now, so I'll let you know.
Perfect. Thank you.
Welcome.
I have a win.
Okay, yeah. What is it?
So when I first started back in 2018, one of my coworkers talked about joining. I've asked her several times. Last night she called and she's going to join in the next couple of weeks.
Good job.
Then I was at my grandson's. He got honor roll. I had jewelry on, sold some jewelry there, and then also presented the business to a couple of people there. And I'm going to send them information.
Good job. Josetta said she had new people on live from Messenger sent out. Well, that's amazing, Josetta. Good job. I'm proud of you for that.
Megan on Facebook said she has a new customer from a referral.
Megan, good job. Way to go. Hold on one second. I'm going to pull my monitor around here, so hopefully I can see some things to get my notes up there too, but maybe that's not going to work. Well, perfect. I'm thrilled to be here. Again, Brittany is home. She's got some family things right now, and Robbie is out of town, so we need to excuse them. And it's still going. He was for an hour long. However, Eric has this problem with his voice, so they have been using some videos from the 90-day run that was last in 22. Is that right, Kaylee?
Mm-hmm.
The first 90-day run he ever did. And so we were able to go back and watch that a little more faster and be able to get our notes down here. So we'll get started, and hopefully do we have even Tanya, or let's see, do we have Tanya?
Voice sound like me?
Do you have a scratchy voice, Robin?
Oh my gosh. Actually, I can talk. I've not been able to talk since Sunday, so it's getting better.
Really? Well, what is the deal out there? Maybe it's allergies or something. Well, he started out. I'm going to get started here if we're okay with that. Let's see. Somebody says from their messages, yes, Kim. Oh, yeah, from there. Okay. So how did that go? Did it go well? Did you get some things going from your messenger? Anybody have anything that they would like to share? You can raise your hand, or you can take off mute and we'll chat for a second. We did it. For those of you that were unable to watch yesterday, we did a 5-minute, 10-minute blitz, which our assignment was to take us some time, just 15 minutes later, and do a blitz and just message people as fast as you can in that little short 15 minutes to just connect with them, to invite them to your live, to invite them to a tool, give them something to look at. So did anybody have anything? We saw 2 or 3 of you that got new customers. Kim says, I have 2 potentials. One told me to contact them again on Friday. Oh my gosh, good job. Josetta, new people on her live, she said that. And if somebody wants her to call them, I'm telling, okay. this was not today's training, but Eric Worre teaches us that there's many different ways of contacting. There's a comment on a live, just commenting. There's personal message. There is a voice text. There is a voice call. And there is a Zoom call or a Messenger Zoom, not a FaceTime, or you can go on Messenger and talk to them face to face. That is the best. So if you're ever talking to someone, just say, oh my gosh, can we just, or if you're texting them, if they're texting and you say, oh my gosh, can I just pick up the phone and we chat for a minute? Everybody's like, oh, most people are okay, because I can chat on the phone faster than my thumbs work. And if you say, do you mind if I just turn the video on? And if they don't have, if you're not on an iPhone where you can do a FaceTime, say, let me call you back on Messenger and let's chat. Or maybe that's where you're chatting already. So if you have somebody face to face, you can, and the very, very best one is standing with them. I mean, like you're at a store, or you're at a ball game, or you're face to face in some sort of presentation. That is the very, very top. But face to face voice is the best at conversion. I mean, I want to tell you, it's easier to text and message. It's faster. But if you text 100 people and don't get one conversion, it's not worth your time. If you can get 1 or 2 phone calls, especially video calls, those are more apt to convert than 100 text messages. So remember that when you're doing that. Okay, let's get started. So he talked about, and I'm going to ask you a question. Raise your hand, or maybe put a 5 in the comments if this is you. I am a procrastinator. Eric said he is. I am too. If I know that I have to get something done by tonight, and I've had 2 weeks, I might be doing it yesterday or today or this afternoon, because it has to be done. Kim, yes. Robin, yes. Let's see. Oh shoot, let's see, back up here. Who else said 5? Kim, you betcha. Zanetta, yes. And again, I'm sorry I can't see Facebook. Kaylee, do you want to chime in? Who's doing 5s on Facebook?
Yes, so we have Francis, Scarlett, Janice, all said 5, and I said 5 as well.
Kaylee, I disagree with that a little bit, because I was going to say Kaylee, Robbie. Oh my gosh, Robbie puts it on his calendar and he has it done all the time. So, oh my gosh, so good. But me, I'm a push it to the very edge. So set boundaries, set requirements, set due dates, due times in your head on paper so you can get things done. Because if you say, I'm going to do that 15 minutes sometime never comes. But if you say, I've got to get that 15 minutes done before I go to bed, because Robin's going to say, did you get it done? And you didn't get it done. And so I'm going to say, you got to do it. You got to do it. You got to do it. So put boundaries in your head. He said that he is doing a workout. His 90-day was a fitness workout thing, and he had a camera following him around all the time. So imagine that. If you have accountability, a camera that is watching you, I would be doing a few things a little bit differently. And I hope you would be too. So he said that he thought, oh my gosh, I'm kind of a loser and I can't get it done, and I don't do a very good job at that. But find a friend to force you. Find an accountability partner as something that is accountable for you. Set an alarm if you're the only person there. Have a friend and say, oh my gosh, I got to get this done. It's really important to me. Will you be my accountability partner that I'm required to check in with you tonight and make sure that's done? A spouse, a friend, someone, a family member. But he said the coolest thing was, there's so many people like you and me. He said he was talking with Tony Robbins, and Tony Robbins said, I am not naturally disciplined. He said, I have to form structures around me to make sure I get things done. So there you go. So we give you permission to be a procrastinator, but form ways to make you get things done, to discipline you. He said a breakthrough that was very powerful and energetic was the best self-help with you is to be aware of your excuses. Some of them you're deciding to be. So make sure that you say, I'm not going to allow this to happen. Being aware is a big part of it. So get on top of that. Okay, so for the assignment, I'm going to give you that really quickly for the next 24 hours. So by tomorrow, when we get back here tomorrow, we want you to constantly concentrate on 24 hours and operate at the highest possible frequency that you can. Just for 24 hours. I know it might be exhausting to do a long period of time, but just for 24 hours and see what your results are. If you had a camera following you around, would you function differently? One thing that I read was that very successful people only watch TV 5 or less hours a week. So if you're finding that you're spending time watching TV, think about that. There's just a little tip. Okay, so here are the things. There's 6 steps that he suggested for you to go back to. So we text yesterday. We got on a little blitz and did a messenger chat or text chat or talk to some people. Here's some things that we want to come back to them because you've had that connection. Now we've got to go back to them. We've got to go back to that exposure and don't let them just die. We've got to talk to them. So number 1 is ask them, what did you like best? So I'm going to write this down. Number 1, what do you like? And these will be in the description. What did you like? What do you like best about paparazzi? Did you give them something to look at? Did you give them a tool? What would you like out of paparazzi? And watch for their clues. Say, well, I like to feel pretty. I would like to make money. I would like more time. Those are some of the things that you want to look for. Then ask them on a scale of 1 to 10. Okay, get this, write this down. Number 1, what did you like best? Number 2, on a scale of 1 to 10, where do you feel right now? Where do you feel that you are right now? If there's anything more than a 0, they're golden. Now, of course, a 10 is really golden. But if you say, well, what did you like best? So say you send them a video. Say you asked them to go look at your replicated site and say, what did you like best about that? And they'll say, well, I don't know. I liked looking at the jewelry. That was great. Okay, great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how are you feeling right now about coming and being my partner? And if they say, oh, I'm not interested at all, that's probably a 0. Say, great, that's okay. It's okay. We'll go on to number 3 in just a minute. If they say 2, then here's the next one. You can say, well, let's just pass that. Let's go to 3 and say, if you were to get started part-time in this business, approximately how much would you need to earn per month? So if you were to get started in this business, how much would you need to earn per month? Can you see that? Can you guys see that at all? It's reflecting. I'll hold it up. No, that's not working. Can you guys even see that? Kaylee, can you even tell what it says?
I can a little bit. There's a glare on it.
Hold on.
Oh, it's better.
Is that better?
No? I think your ceiling light is really bright.
Can you see me?
Yep.
Is that better? There we go.
Yep.
Okay. How much money do you need to make in a month? The next one is really how many hours in a week would you be able to commit to do this? So number one, how much money do they need? So this is the first, just getting them going. Then we want to know how many hours per week or month per week. Let's go with week. Okay. So first of all, you qualify them. How did you like it? And then on a scale of 1 to 10, would you be interested in starting with the business? And then you go back and ask them, if you were to get started, how much money do you want to make? The next question, how many hours a week would you be able to work? We are all busy right now. We're all swamped. So realistically, how many hours a week could you commit to developing that monthly income? So if they say they want to make $3,000, how many hours a week can you commit to make that $3,000? And then say, how many months would you be willing to work? Okay, let's say they want to do $3,000 and they can only work 10 hours a week, 10 hours a week. So you say, how many months would you be willing to work 10 hours per week to be able to make $3,000 a month? How long do you think it will take you to get there? How long can you commit to make that? So number 5 is, how long is it going to take you, or how long will you give it to make that $3,000? And then number 6, if I would show you how to develop an income of $3,000 in 6 months, only working 10 hours a week, would you be ready to get started? If I would you, that's number 6. If I would you. So I'm going to hold my computer up. Hopefully you can see that a little bit better. I know there's a glare. I'm sorry. How many hours? How much money do you want? How many hours a week would you work? How many months would you be willing to work that to get that? If I were to show you a way to make $3,000 with only working 10 hours a week in 2 months, would you be willing to get started with me today? There's your scripts. There's your scripts. And correct me if I'm wrong, Kaylee, we will have these posted in the description so you can go back and see them word for word.
Right. So right after the video, I'll go in and I'll put the word for word scripts into the description, and they'll be in the replay as well.
Perfect. So your assignment for today, 24 hours, the highest possible you. Just give me 24 hours. Do everything just one notch higher. Pretend like you've got a camera that Mama Frank is following you around with this camera. How does it go? This is the old camera. Let's see. I'm going to have my phone here filming you. I'm following you. Are you going to make your dinner a little bit better? Are you going to put on a little bit nicer clothes, shirt? Are you going to call one more person because I'm right there watching you? What are you going to do to be the highest possible you for just 24 hours? And then use the script at least once in the next 24 hours. So go back to those people that you messaged, find one person that you've messaged and get on the phone with them, text them. It's best if this is on the phone or video or person to person. What did you like best? Give them a tool, give them something to look at, ask them to go, like I said, look at your paparazzi website. What did you like about it? On a scale of 1 to 10, where are you right now in thinking that you might want to get started with the company? If you were to get started in any part-time business, how much money would you want to make? How many hours could you work it? How long, how many months would you want it to take to be able to get that $3,000? And then say, if I were to show you a way to develop an income of $3,000 a month, working only 10 hours a week, or maybe it's 10 hours a month, in 2 months, would you be willing to get started with me? Would you? There's your assignment. Best possible you. Best possible you for the next 24 hours. I know I can't do it very long term, but for 24 hours, I'm going to smile a little bit more. I'm going to say something wonderful is going to happen to me today, and stand a little taller, talk to one more person, do one more piece on, show 1 or 2 more pieces on your life. Just make a little bit better you. Better your best. Okay. Use the script at least one time. Come back, tell us how it goes. Any questions? Anybody have any questions? Are there any questions on Facebook, sweetie?
Not yet. Let's give it a second.
Robin, I just have a comment. Do you mind?
No, please.
Okay, so I am the biggest procrastinator you've ever met. And I've tried planners, I've tried a calendar, like I just cannot get to work. So yesterday, all day, I'm like, okay, I've got to find something that is getting me to get more done in a day. So I went on Amazon and I typed entrepreneur planner, and a bunch of different ones come up, and one just really stood out to me, and it was so awesome. So I ordered it, and I really hope it will help me, because it on there like had you say daily affirmations, and you write in what you want to say, your wins for that day, like what were your wins. And so I'm really hoping that will work, because I spent all day writing my paparazzi, but it's like, okay, what am I getting accomplished on that daily basis? So if you're
Excellent.
a procrastinator, you're
Thank
not
you.
alone.
Thank you, Robin. Make boundaries. Set up. From 9 to noon, I can only do this, because at noon, I have to watch Eric Worre, and at 12:30, I've got to be back here. 1 o'clock is new releases. Oh, we got to jump off real quick. And then we put those in the system, and then at 2:30, I go live. So I have from 9 to noon every morning. It's really 9:30 because I don't get in here till 9:30 to do my stuff that I need to get done. So there you go. Let's see. Sheila says, after I heal from my loss, I'm going to work more on my calendar. Good job, Sheila. Our heart, sometimes we need to take some time. Regina wants to know the name of the one you purchased, Robin. If you can put that in the chat, that'd be great. Well, thank you very much. They said Eric will be back tomorrow. He's been struggling for a couple of weeks with his voice, and his profession is speaking. So, he's got to get that working. I'm so proud of you for being here. I'm telling you, 1% of all of paparazzi show up to learn. And that's you. That's you. I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, Sheila, she lost her baby. I'm so sorry. That is so hard. Good luck to you. I'm going to work more on mine. Let's see. This is Kim. When I'm done with this school year. Kim, are you a teacher, I'm assuming? Is that correct? Thanks, Robin. I appreciate it. Well, thank you, everyone. Good job. Teachers are excellent people to sell paparazzi. I'm telling you, that's the best. I love you. I'm so proud of you. I'm Robin Frank. I'm your paparazzi mama. Thanks for showing up today. See you later. Bye-bye.